This is a video clip from DragonCon in Atlanta. One guy had the guts to stand up and ask some serious questions. It was advertised that the James Randi Educational Foundation would be testing a person for the $1 million prize at the convention. I received a phone call. I told the guy there was no information about it, that it was probably a con, a come-on. He went to the convention. He was the last, or to the forum, he was the last person that got to ask a question. He stood up. He baited them into several different positions. I don't think they were ready to defend, and it came out that it was a lie. At first they said, you know, they were pumping themselves up that this person was afraid to come and be tested. They told the fellow asking the questions, well, contact the person that didn't show up, you know, find out why they didn't show up. And then in the end they finally admit that, well, they didn't admit, they tried to pin it on the producers of DragonCon that they didn't print the things, that they never said that. Now, at some point along the line, I think this room full of skeptics, 800 to 1,000 of these guys, somebody should have stepped up and said, hey, you know, what kind of crap are you trying to pull?
Okay, last question.
So, you said that the applicants have to write the protocol for the test themselves and submit them to you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They have to design they have to say what they can do, under what circumstances, with what accuracy. That seems to be very difficult. One gentleman took 4.5 years, a PhD, a double PhD out of California, 4.5 years to make up his mind as to what he could do. Then he changed his email address and his phone number, and we haven't been in touch with him since.
Well, there's an individual online that you may be aware of who has posted, you know, his claim and his stipulation to his test, and
what's his name?
Jim Callahan, and
oh, yes.
and it seems as though you will not take his challenge. And he's had it posted for a long time online.
He's never contacted us.
But it's posted online.
But
he's made his challenge. He's not answered our challenge.
But you said you get to write the protocols.
No, he does.
Right.
He has not applied.
He's written the protocol.
He has not applied for the challenge.
And he's challenged you because of the quality of the test that you present.
Okay. But he has not applied. He has to fill out the application.
He knows where we are.
And what about Slim King, Dave Koenig? I believe he's applied, and you have not responded to him either.
No. These are things that people are saying they have done. These are not things they have done.
She smiled when I say...
We know who Dave Koenig is.
Yeah.
He's a friend of Jim Callahan.
And so you haven't responded to Dave, and he has applied, so...
There's nothing to respond to. He hasn't applied.
We have been speaking with Dave, actually. He did apply. We have been back and forth communicating with him. He's on his honeymoon right now. We can't negotiate a protocol with him.
Very true.
Okay. You just haven't contacted him yet, from what I understand.
Well, you're wrong. We're telling you we've contacted.
You haven't...
We've got all the documentation, and it's free to be seen anytime you want to see it.
Right, okay.
If you are familiar with Jim Callahan, a message from me to him is, apply. Everyone else has applied who's been interested in the $1 million. He can do the same.
So why not take this challenge that why not take the challenge that he has presented to the JREF?
We're offering the man $1 million.
And
all he has to do is apply.
And
why does he have to make his own challenge?
Because he wants to prove the validity of the tests that
doesn't prove anything, no. He says he's got a power. Let him apply and prove the power and take the $1 million. That's it. Very simple, 3 steps.
You also, you know, I mean, you told us today that we would see one of the tests performed by an individual who had applied, and they didn't show up. And this seems to happen all the time with you guys, and so I'm wondering...
With us?
Yeah, no. I'm saying it's... How do we know it's not a bait and switch situation with you? If every time you have a show, the guy doesn't show up, who are we supposed to believe? You guys? Or
the guy who didn't show up.
Can you give us his... Or
the guy who didn't show up.
Can you give us his information?
Would you like to see some video of challenges that have actually taken place?
Because
we have that, because sometimes they do show up.
Okay, and today they didn't, and they haven't in the past.
You're mistaken. Today there never was supposed to be one.
In the Dragon Con booklet, it specifically says that there would have been a test performed today.
Dragon Con wrote that. It wasn't us. We never said there would be anyone here.
I'm just saying you know, it goes both ways.
Like us,
it goes. No, I'm a skeptic as well. Hey, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical as well. I'm skeptical, for instance, of the can test. Just from my point of view, water is a conductive element, right?
Now, let's not quite get into the theories of it.
And
either
sand,
they can do it or they cannot do it. It's
sand
yes or no.
Sand is an insulative material. It's what you.
This is the theory. We don't give a damn about theories. We only care about the facts.
But you use a metal.
Can you find water or not?
But
yes or no?
You put it.
The answer is no.
You put it in a metal bucket.
I'm sorry. I've got to have the room.
I told you he's tipped top.
No, you said it was going to be short too, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks.
I'll tell you what. You show up to Dragon Con next year. I'll show up with my $5 grand. I will take the test. I don't run, I don't hide. You guys have the guts, you show up, you take my test. In 1980, Raymond Hill died. At least that's what people say. Raymond doesn't agree with that, neither do I. Last year, Halloween 2007, I guaranteed with the sum of $50,000 that I made a connection with him on live network television on NBC's show Phenomenon. For that reason, I've become the most debated and controversial mystery performer in the world. But this Halloween, things are a bit different. This Halloween, you will cross the bridge with me.